All right. Yeah, good.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up. Well, this defense for the Rams, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Number 50, hey, you block over here.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. He has it complete to Christian Watson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the first down as well.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The Packers had 6 and 7, a game under 500 on the year, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Rodgers. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Perfect example of the kind of attitude you have to play defensive back in the NFL. You want to be the only defender around, and you want them to challenge you. And on that play, he came through.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. He finds Watson complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 32-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. So opening drive, 3rd down, they complete the slant to move the sticks.
And ordinarily, it's a high percentage pass when you throw it. And receivers like to run that route because it gets the ball in their hands pretty quickly. Just a couple of quick steps upfield, break towards the middle, and the ball should be there. And then they can do some work afterwards.
They go back to the ground with Jones. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Rodgers going to throw. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Over the middle here, it's hauled in by Watson. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Well, don't tell any defensive coordinator I played for, but that might be considered a win for both teams because defensively they stopped them short and forced the 4th down. But offensively, they picked up enough yards to give their kicker a better shot if that's what they want to do.
They'll run it with Jones. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. First down on a pickup of 11. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Back north. Hey, where are you going?
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
They're looking at a 2nd and 8 now from the 10. Rodgers throwing quickly out wide. And it's a Packers touchdown. Allen Lazard, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Packers put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Crosby connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. A carry by Henderson to start the drive. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Throwing is Stafford. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
That was his first target of the game, and it's going to take at least one more target to get him on the board. Took a nice substantial hit to jar that catch loose from him. Incomplete pass.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw, Stafford. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
Stafford on 1st down. That's out to the flat for Akers. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
And that's a good job there by the corner. And we do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Second down and 8.
21.
To the right side, this is Henderson. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. Here's Stafford. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Here we go on 4th. Stafford. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
21.
On first down at Stafford. That's into the hands of Tutu Atwell. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's 2nd down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Again, it's Stafford. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. The sack goes to Chris Barnes.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
So now Stafford and the Rams after the sack. Well, they're staring up at a 3rd and long. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. That'll be caught. It's Kupp. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
Hey, 22. 53.
On first down, Stafford here. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Devontae Wyatt able to record his 5th sack of the season. They've been moving the ball well offensively, really getting into a groove. Last play, pass completion. Now, finally, the defense gets there.
And you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. Do you do it with coverage, or do you do it with pressure? They elected to go with pressure, and it was the right call.
20. At 50. 32.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Stafford now to throw. This is caught. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
And that big gain may just change the thought process here on 4th down. I think in the red zone, they might now consider going for it on 4th down.
The sneak at Stanford. And not only did he not get in the end zone, he didn't get the first down either. They'll get neither the touchdown nor down. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they, of course, coming into this one in the midst of a tough losing streak. They did get helped out by the open week last week, and in talking with him, all indications were, Charles, that was a very helpful break.
Yeah, I know a lot of teams, coaches, they hate taking time off in the midst of a losing streak because they...
Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety.
Every team has plays in their book to try and buy some room when a safety's on the table. But a big variable is how does each team deal with the pressure of executing in those situations. In this case, they didn't, and they gave up 2 points.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear...
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And into the end zone, it's a pick six and a Packer touchdown. Well, the offense, Charles, they were flirting with disaster, already backed up deep in their own territory. So the interception and the pick six ensued. That was a big play.
It certainly was, and the short field gave him the rare opportunity to take it all the way back and quickly. And once he saw that he had open field, there's no way he's going to let that opportunity slip away, and finds his way into the end zone.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They'll go to work with a little momentum following the free kick, 1st and 10. Stafford here coming off his pick six. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Henderson running straight ahead. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman from Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. Throwing on third down, Stafford. He's got his target. It's the tight end, Tyler Higbee. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now a first down throw, Stafford. He'll get this one to Kupp, complete. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. A shotgun snap for Stafford. He gets this into the hands of Kupp once again. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. From the red zone now, Stafford. That's caught left side. It's Higbee, the tight end. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Line of scrimmage, the 9. Second and about a yard. Throwing again is Stafford. The quick slant caught. Stafford to his number 1 guy, Kupp, for a Los Angeles first.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Stafford looks to throw again. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Oh, he fakes a spike. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
Can we go back to the days where if you tapped your wrist as a quarterback, that just meant you're going to spike the ball, not fake spike it and try and get something downfield? They just tried it there, and it wasn't successful, but I know what you're thinking, right?
Dan Marino, Jets, 90s.
Yeah, without a doubt. His Dolphins got over on them. They faked the spike play, thought they were going to stop the clock, ended up throwing a nice pass for a touchdown, I believe.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. Fields this way up at the 17. So we're at halftime here at Lambeau with the Packers taking the lead to the break. As we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Rams set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail here as we resume play. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game, and to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Henderson will try and run for the first. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. On fourth down, Stafford connecting with Kupp here on the out route. And he is going to have the Rams first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. No question that they're going to continue to look his way. 6 catches in the first half and now 7 on the game. 50-50. On first and 10, Stafford. He'll get this into the hands of Van Jefferson. He's got room at the 30. Down the sideline he goes. Touchdown, L.A. Van Jefferson, 54 yards. And the Rams are back within a score. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is down to 2. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. But I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Right now, you got 58.
Again, it's Jones. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Over here.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
From this vantage point, they've got the lead here, so for me, that'd be enough to go ahead and punt the football and let my defense defend the long field.
If you go for it, you don't get it, then you really put your defense in a tight spot.
Yeah, but we never know what people ultimately will decide to do here on 4th and inches.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. He's got Lewis. And he is going to have the Packers first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. On the counter, here's Jones. And some room to work. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 48 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down.
Well, you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Rodgers. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
He finds Watson complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams 19. 23 yards on the play.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one.
He's got Watson. It's caught. Touchdown, Packers. From 19 yards away. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Now Crosby for the point after. And that makes it a 9-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They did what they had to do to start this 3rd quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Stafford. Packer pressure, and down he goes. So now Stafford and the Rams, after the sack, and they're staring up at a 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And able to find Higbee. It's complete. Finding room at midfield. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
Stafford on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Henderson. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
On first down at Stafford. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
22! 53! Ready! Hey, 50!
To the air again, Stafford. Got a man, it's Higbee complete. And they eventually get to him at the 17 after a pickup of 17 into the red zone, first down. Henderson now on first and 10. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. On 2nd and 12, Stafford. Open man, Higbee, the tight end. And they're going to be set up now with a ball at the 13-yard line. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
The Rams on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and 6. To throw is Stafford. That's out to the flat for Akers. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. From the right hash here. Should be an easy one. Gay's kick is good. And that'll move them back within 6 now. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. The field goal we just saw has us now at a 1-score game, and on this side of the football, things are getting pretty tenuous, a little stressful.
Blood pressure up a little bit, you think?
I think up a lot of it.
Could you imagine taking the pulse right now? It might be like a jackhammer out there on that side of the ball, but here's what the deal is. I think what we've observed is a team that's been playing not to lose. as opposed to playing to win. They've got to get back to that, and that means opening things up again, being a little more free in what they're trying to get done on offense.
From the 31, Rodgers. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on 1st down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on, because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Open man left side, it's the tight end, Tunyon. And he's going to have the Packers 1st down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. An inside give to Jones. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Packers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. They're going to run for it with Jones. And he is into the end zone again as he scores both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion to extend this lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder. It puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Stafford now to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Stafford completes this to Jefferson. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
Again, it's Stafford. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Stafford's throw here hauled in by Kupp. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 36. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Now a first down throw. Stafford. That'll be caught. It's Kupp. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Now Stafford. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the Packers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
And boy, showing how tough he can be to bring down, just fighting his way forward to pick up 7 yards. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
23 yards the pickup there. Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game. Rodgers looking to throw. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Rams come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory.